Okay, this is Book 3, Paradise Lost, Part 2. So now we see God looks on Adam and Eve in the garden, and now he sees Satan making his way there to tempt Adam and Eve. Satan there coasting the wall of heaven on this side, night in the dun air sublime, and ready now to stoop with wearied wings and willing feet on the bare outside of this world that seemed firm land and bosomed, uncertain which in ocean or in air. Him God beholding from his prospect high, where in past, present, and future he beholds. So we see things in three dimensions. God sees things past, present, and future, all laying out before him at one moment. He sees what Satan has done, is doing, and will do at one moment in time. God is above time. He is outside of time. And so this is kind of ironic again, because Satan is sitting here getting closer and closer, sneaking through the realm of chaos, going, haha, God doesn't see me, I'm sneaky. And God is just kind of watching him, pointing out to all the angels, going, yep, there he is. See him? Thus to his only son, foreseeing, spake, only begotten Son, seest thou what rage transports our adversary, whom no bounds prescribe, no bars of hell, nor all the chains heaped on him there, nor yet the main abyss wide interrupt can hold. So notice boundaries. Satan cannot stay within boundaries. And like I've been saying, that's a bad thing. When you take violin lessons, you discipline your fingers in your arm to hold the violin at the right angle and hold the bow the right way. And it's only by disciplining yourself to move according to these strict boundaries of the discipline of the violin playing that allows you to play it. I've never taken lessons, and I don't know that discipline. So if I pick up the violin and, start moving the bow back and forth, I can't do it. So my point is that it is only by submitting to boundaries and the form that we are created in within the created order in reference to God, it's only then that we're allowed to be happy and fulfill our nature, our purpose. And we get a notice here, Satan is bent. Here the word bent means like he's set on desperate revenge, but the word bent has this second meaning that he's not straight, he is misshapen in some way. And then his revenge shall redound upon his own rebellious head, and now through all restraint broke loose, again, lack of order, he will not be restrained. His wings his way not far of heaven, in the precinct of light directly towards the new created world, and there man placed with purpose to assay, that means test, if him by force he can destroy, or worse, by some false guile pervert, and shall pervert. Pervert comes from the Latin roots vert, or ver, which means to turn. So again, bent, turn from being straight. He's going to find Adam and Eve. They're made perfect, but he's going to bend them so they're not perfect, turn them away. For man will hearken to his glozing lies and easily transgress. That word in Latin means to step over a boundary. The sole command, sole pledge of his obedience, so will fall he and his faithless progeny. Whose fault? This is hard for a lot of the reading audience to be sympathetic with God the Father here. And in Milton's defense, how does a mortal express the language in the rhetoric of God the Father? But it's difficult because this sounds really self-righteous to us. God says, whose fault? Whose but his own? Ingrate, he had of me all he could have. I made him just and right, sufficient to have stood, though free to fall. Very important. He was made perfect, but with free will, he has the ability to throw that away. The next few lines that we're looking at are going to be very philosophically deep because they have to do with the idea of free will. And the reason I didn't assign this to you to read is because it's so difficult. So that's why I'm making these videos. Such I created all the ethereal powers and spirits, both them who stood and them who failed. That's talking about the angels. Freely they stood who stood, and fell who fell. Not free, what proof could they have given sincere of true allegiance, constraint, faith, or love? Where only what they needs must do appeared, not what they would. This is really important. Look at that again. Not free, what proof could they have given sincere of true allegiance? where only what they needs must do appeared, not what they would. So, a golden retriever puppy. Those dogs are by nature driven by instinct. They don't have free will. They are bound within their nature to chase tennis balls. That's what they do. Now, if human beings couldn't do anything different but be good, then is it possible to have real reciprocal love or a real relationship? That's a really important point, but I'm going to have to stop there and make another video. So hold on.